Good afternoon, South Africa. How are you? I'm Jeannie Dean, and welcome to Afternoon Express. I hope you are having an absolutely glorious day. Today on the show, we are going to be chatting to two incredible guys who must be so absolutely nervous because a little bit later, they're going to be competing in the sailing event in the Rio Olympics. So we're going to be chatting to them over the phone. And also, I went to Zimbabwe recently with Tea Master Dinesh Vijaywardener, and we're going to be showing you a clip of that.
Welcome indeed. Lovely to have you join us. I'm Bonnie Woolley. Today on the show, we also catch up with Love Squad member Aisha Baker, who takes us through some tips on how to achieve that sultry look. And also we catch up with graphic designer and illustrator Poppy Karabo Moletsane, whose work can actually be seen on the famous Soweto Towers, so stick around for that.
All right, now keeping up with the millennials can often seem like a full-time job. Between the latest phrases such as going through the most and it's lit and social media trends, you can sometimes feel like you're spinning a bit. But always on the heels of our youth, Vodacom Next Level is inspiring these young bloods to take their careers to the next level by making use of the latest tools at their disposal. Now, one talent on their radar is Karabo Poppy Moletsane, whose illustrations even got a retweet from Bill Gates.
I've always been kind of a creative child growing up. I was really into art. I studied art when I was in primary school up until high school. Graphic design was fairly new at the time. I was super interested about using the computer and getting technology and art to mix together. And yeah, just the fascination with the two ended up in me studying that. So I love going into my surroundings, my city with my camera and taking photos of as many things as I could find, and then seeing how I can bring that to life, or rather celebrate it using illustration. The only reason I am able to do what I do is purely because of technology. I use a tablet, I use a camera, I use my computer. And also putting my work online, that's also another advantage towards technology that has helped me kind of broadcast my work beyond just Johannesburg or Gauteng as a whole, but actually put it on a global scale. Two of the really exciting projects that I got to work on that I'm really quite proud of is the Quartz Africa Innovators for 2016. I got to illustrate 31 portraits of the next great African innovators, and the project actually received so much traction that Bill Gates actually retweeted the illustrations that I had created for that and actually quoted that he's inspired by the innovative spirit of Africa. The second is, of course, the redesign of the Soweto Towers, because we got to work with different mediums that an illustrator doesn't get to do very often. So we've had everything from charcoal sketches to pencil sketches to fine artworks with oil paintings and acrylic to photographs and illustrations as well. So what was nice is that we get to use all of these mediums to convey three of Vodacom's most important messages, which is being empowering education, showing Vodacom as South Africa's best network, and lastly, connecting Mzansi as a whole and how Vodacom is assisting in all three of these things, but also assisting creatives to convey this message in a really awesome way. How I plan on taking my career to the next level will be to maybe connect with as many global figures as possible that are making really great strides in creativity and illustration and this contemporary feel. So maybe building really good relationships with global clients as well, and people that are willing to see this great rise in Africa and actually invest in it. So yeah, almost bringing this creative aesthetic to life and making connections globally.
Vodacom Next Level is inspiring the youth to advance their careers through the use of technology. Interacting on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter or Facebook makes it easier for creatives to bridge the gap between them and consumers. Now, Karabo Poppy Moletsane is certainly an inspiration for young people, proving that you're never too young to be next level. Don't forget, if you're under the age of 25 and a Vodacom prepaid subscriber, to register for Next Level, simply dial *111*128 hashtag. There are also many amazing bundles up for grabs.
After the break, Clem and I in the kitchen hooking up that more rubbed beef, and Jeannie catches up with Tea Master Dinesh. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Welcome back. Lovely to have you back with us. Clem and I in the kitchen. Welcome back, Clem.
Oh, thank
We're
you.
about to make a mole rubbed beef, and I take it a mole is some kind of a meat rub.
Actually, it's a Mexican sauce. We're making a rub out of it today, inspired by this dish that is kind of a modern take on nachos.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd like a modern take on nachos.
It's really cool. It's quite fancy, actually.
Really?
But it's an idea that I got. You see, I did a housewarming at Val de Vie. And this is a dish that I created, and you'll get to see more of that next week on the show on When I'm Home. So I thought, like, let me just get in the gears and like just put it out there for our viewers.
Wow, okay. Should we get started?
Absolutely. So I'm using pestle and mortar. And now, if you were in Mexico, you'd be using a molchete.
Is that what it's called?
It's called, yeah, but it's a lot bigger. It sits on 3 legs, and it's quite a big stone that you work, and you got to like make that sauce all day.
Oh, is this like the equivalent of our 3-foot in terms of it being iconic?
There we go.
Yeah,
It is.
right. Okay, cool.
So what we're going to start off with is quite
What's
an
all
array
this?
quite an array of spices. I've got some cocoa. I've got some cocoa. Yes, it gets crazier. I've got some ground espresso beans.
Okay.
I got some paprika, some coriander seed, smoked chili flakes, brown sugar, cumin seeds, and normal paprika, just with that color in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's quite different.
Okay, yeah, very.
That's going to go in there. And a little bit of salt in there already. Make
Okay.
sure you get everything in there. And then you can start
seasoning.
getting at it. So you got to like really start working it.
Got to work it.
Yeah, so you can go. Like normally what you do is in a normal mole sauce, there are up to 30 ingredients in a mole sauce.
Right.
So we've kind of like taken it down a notch, and we've just kind of turned it into a dry rub and just focused on some of the key flavors, which is in this rub today. What's
Okay.
also cool is this rub, you can make it and it can store in your fridge, if you store it properly, in your fridge or in your cupboard for up to 6 months.
I can smell that coffee and
Yeah.
the cumin.
Ooh, our
Quite
pan is ready.
interesting flavors to blend together, Clem.
But you know, if you think about when
Daring.
Yeah, it is. But if you think about the intensity of meat sometimes, it's quite, there are some coffee notes in there, some chocolate, when you really like think about those deep cooked meats, don't you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, okay,
Get
pan
you.
is smoking.
Okay.
So today I'm
I think
using,
I've done a really good job there.
it's such a good job. You'll fit in like in any Mexican now.
Of course.
Well done.
I mean, look at me.
So
Okay.
I've got some aged beef fillet. You can totally use some sirloin, some rump, some ribeye, and then do it on the braai. It'll be amazing. Today we do it in the pan.
Okay.
So what I like to do...
Aged beef fillet. Okay.
Aged beef fillet, yeah, so it's got some extra flavor to it. So you throw this rub over it. Looking good, I like a lot.
I
then-
see you like a lot.
You could let this sit overnight, but we don't have time for that. So I'd say the minimum of 5 minutes in this rub, so it really penetrates and gets all those flavors in the meat. So you gotta love your meat. You gotta start playing with
Rub
it.
it, massage
Yeah.
it.
What's also really
It's so
important.
soft.
It is, and that's what I'm about to say now. And it's also not cold. Am I right? You
No,
you're
it's not.
It's not. It's very important that you take your meat out of the fridge half an hour before you start cooking with it.
Ah.
If it is really cold and take it out of the fridge, the second it hits the oil, it seizes up and you get a tough piece of meat, and no one wants that.
Oh, I see.
Gee, I'm actually stepping out. You're like so in the kitchen today.
I love this. It's just so soft. I can't
It
believe how
is.
tender it is.
And what happens is the longer that this rub sits on there, the more tender it becomes.
Oh, no.
Yes. Let me get this oil back on again.
I don't even want to cook it now.
Well, when we make biltong, we'll try that method again. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I think it's well covered.
Well, so well covered. So you get your pan nice and smoking hot,
Okay.
like we've got right here. That's so hot.
Yeah, it is very hot.
And you just drop it in there. And now what you do is, we're not cooking it all the way through. It's quite rare. So do you like your meat rare?
I love my meat.
Okay,
rare.
this guy is so
Medium
rare. It's
rare.
basically still mooing, okay? It's rare.
Am I going to see blood? I want blood on the plate.
But there will be no blood. That's the thing, though. We're cooking it well. We can let it rest. So when you cut it open, there will
Slowly.
be no blood. It will be
Okay.
perfectly cooked and tender. So every 30 seconds, give it a slight turn.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget about the sides. And that way you can have beautifully cooked rare fillet.
Okay.
So let's move over to some of the accompaniments. So like I said, we're making quite a modern take on a nacho. So in part 2, we're going to make an avo and blue cheese mousse.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to make a roasted corn puree. Okay. Those are quite creamy, sharp.
Roasted corn puree.
It's amazing. It's
You are
amazing.
magical. Okay, let's get started.
So, but because we're working on such like bold, intense flavors, we want something sharp to cut through all of that.
Yes.
And because of that, what I'm doing is I'm going to make a radish, and red onion pickle. Do you like? I love radishes.
I just never know what to do with it, like, except pop it in a salad. But even then, I'm not like, hey, don't forget to bring the radish for the salad. I'm just like, okay, if it's there, it's there, I'll have it.
Well, now you know something that's absolutely amazing. Now, I know Jeannie loves pickles.
Right.
One of the most amazing things you can ever pickle are radishes. Pickled radishes are insanely good.
Okay, I'm going to get reacquainted with the radish.
People should.
Yeah.
We need to fall in love with the radish all over again.
Reintroduce myself to the radish. Okay. And there's some red onion in there?
Some red onion. Again, because the red onion doesn't have that harshness of white onion. Okay, so you want to play on that.
Okay.
So what I've got is, in my pot, I've got some red wine vinegar.
Right.
And I simply just I diluted some brown sugar through there. So we're playing on, again, that acidity of the vinegar and the sweetness of the brown sugar. What that's going to do is that's going to pickle our radishes and our red onions. So you can let this sit for, like, literally for months, okay? For months. But to get the initial flavor, if you let it sit like that for about half an hour, you'll be good.
You'll be good.
And that's going to be your pickled flavor that goes through it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, corn?
Corn, the corn. I'm keeping the corn for the next
later?
part because that's a little exciting.
Okay,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Pop over to our website, afternoonexpress.ca.za for the full recipe and shopping list. Please tell us about the burger making masterclass.
I know, I've been getting tweets and messages about it all day today. So tomorrow's the last day to enter. So we're taking entries today and tomorrow. What you have to do is go onto our Facebook page, find the Hellman's post, and tell me, or our rest of our Afternoon Express family, what your signature dish is featuring Hellman's, of course. So we'll be selecting a winner, and you have to be from Cape Town, and you'll be joining me for a burger making masterclass.
So after that, you'll make basically the best burgers in the world.
Proven.
Let's see what Jeannie has to say.
Now it's time to share another moment with Five Roses. South Africa's favourite tea is expertly blended to ensure the highest quality consistently. It's a commitment to excellence that Five Roses puts into making the perfect cup of tea, which delivers its distinctly superior taste. Now this week I met up with tea master Dinesh from the Fairmont Zimbali Resort on the tropical KwaZulu-Natal coastline to discover more about the delectable range of Five Roses flavoured teas. It feels like I'm on holiday here at the idyllic Zimbali Lodge in Durban as I meet up with tea master Dinesh Vijaywarna for an introduction to the delicious Five Roses flavoured teas. I mean, can you think of a better setting for a cup of tea? Dinesh, teas are selected from different plantations all over the world. So what taste experience can we expect from different regions?
Tea is grown in various origins, and also regions differ from place to place. For example, the African teas are known to have a bold, robust, heavy taste profile. But if you take Kenya, for instance, teas that are grown on the eastern side of the Rift Valley differs from the teas that are grown on the western side of the Rift. Similarly, if you take Sri Lanka, Sri Lankan teas are supposed to have a very smooth, delicate, fragrant taste profile. But teas that are grown on the western slopes differ from the teas that are grown on the eastern slopes, and similarly, teas that are grown at sea level would have a different profile to the other two. So teas from different areas have different taste profiles.
These teas are deliciously flavoured. Tell me about the flavouring.
Flavoured tea has been popular worldwide for a while now, but it's gaining momentum in South Africa and popularity is growing. It's mainly with the newer tea drinkers and the more adventurous tea drinkers that this happens. And in our range, we have lemon flavour, which is a tangy, citrusy flavor that is really refreshing. Then we have orange, which is a sweet, fragrant, and a bold tasting flavor. Then we have our chai flavor, which is warming. It really helps during winter time, and it has a pungent, fragrant taste to it.
I'm loving this chai flavor. Where does it originate from?
Chai tea originates in India. The different areas in India have different flavor profiles of chai. Even families have their own recipes for chai. And they use spices such as cardamoms and cloves, cinnamon, pepper, aniseed to make their own little blend, which is unique to a region or even a family. And it's been a big part of Indian life.
Why is it so popular?
Well, chai tea gives you that warmth, it gives you some comfort when you drink it. taste also plays a big part. And then worldwide, it's becoming popular because of the exotic nature that the East has, and with its spices, and even with the food that has grown in popularity all over the world. And all of these put together, and then the variety of chais that you get, it appeals to a lot of consumers.
How is flavored tea different from infused tea?
It's a generalized opinion here, but flavored tea is generally a normal black tea or a green tea flavored with a natural artificial flavor, whereas infused tea is when you have real fruit pieces and real spices in them, and long leaf teas, and other plant varieties that you use like chamomile or things like that.
Hello.
Good morning.
Wow, that looks amazing. What do we have here?
So today on the selection of the High Tea Tower, we've got all these wonderful flavors and cakes that complement the new Five Roses tea range. We've got lemon meringue to complement obviously the lemon tea, with traditional buttermilk scones with pecan nut and cranberry and lemon cream. We've got another selection underneath that which complements the orange flavored tea, which is your chocolate cake with orange cream, and then you've got a financier covered in an orange glaze with pistachio. And to finish off on the last plate, we've got a really nice selection of little tea cakes over there that really complement the chai spiced Five Roses tea, which is your chai infused sponge roulade, with also a traditional milk tart infused with chai spices. So there you go.
Looks incredible.
Thank you.
So
Enjoy
much.
it. Bon appetit.
Oh, these look so amazing. I wouldn't know where to start. They're so sweet and delicious. Can these teas be sweetened with honey?
Of course, you could use honey or even sugar for that matter. But generally, you need to remember that the flavor in the tea already has a sweetness to it. So you may have to watch it a little bit. A few more points, if I may add here. Flavored teas are generally drunk without milk. The reason for this is that the milk dilutes the flavor profile of the tea. And also the brewing time is pretty important, because the longer you brew the tea taste will overpower the taste of the flavor.
Five Roses' range of flavored teas are delectably balanced and aromatic, perfect to relax within a beautiful setting like this. Five Roses is committed to bringing you a wide range of high-quality, superior tasting teas to make every tea time an occasion to be shared and enjoyed. We're giving away a fabulous Five Roses gift pack every week containing an assortment of their delicious teas. To win, simply SMS the keyword Five Roses, your name and city to 33728. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each and T's and C's do apply. So visit our website, afternoonexpress.co.za for details. Join us again next week, and until then, remember that nobody makes better tea than you and Five Roses.
Don't go away, because when we return, Jeannie chats to Olympic sailor Roger Hudson. And also we catch up with the Revlon Love Squad, so don't go away.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, the Olympics have been in full swing for almost a week now. And even though South Africa hasn't performed as well as what we would have liked, there are still plenty of opportunities coming up for us to take gold. Now, this evening on Top Billing, they feature two athletes who are currently vying for the top spot in sailing, Roger Hudson and Asinani Jim. Now, we've got Roger on the line now all the way from Brazil to hear how things are going out there. Hi, Roger. I hear you guys are off to race now.
Yeah, it's about 10:30 at the moment over here in Rio, and our race is 1 o'clock each day. So we're going to go on the water in about 11:30 to get our warm-ups and preparation done out there. So we've got about an hour until we launch, and looking forward to it there.
Shame, I can hear the lines a little bit bad, so hopefully you can hear me. But now you've already competed in 2 so far, so how did they go?
Pretty tough, actually. We were racing inside the bay, inside one of our bays, which is very mountainous, and so as a result of that, the wind is very shifty and the currents are extremely strong and complex. So what happens in those kind of races with quite a lot is that there are big gains and losses. We had some really good moments. We were lying fifth in the first race, and we were also in second. We were lying in eighth at the halfway point. A lot of people went up and down. The Finland team went from first to 15th, and the Australian team went from 15th or 18th to first. Unfortunately, we took a couple of big losses yesterday at the wrong time in the race, and we ended up with a 16 or an 18 on a 24. So, disappointed to have lost out like that. But it's a 10-race series, and there are just two done, and everybody gets one discard, so you can discount one of the 10 races. So the game is still very much on. It's early days, and there's some big leaves forecast for today, and we're racing offshore. So we're looking forward to those conditions, and hopefully we can make an impact.
Amazing. Now, there's been some controversy about pollution. Have you seen any of that so far, or had any problems?
No, possibly we haven't had any questions or any problems yet, but it is an issue. There is a lot of pollution in the water. It obviously depends a lot on whether the tide is flowing in or flowing out at the time that you're racing, and it goes in and out twice a day. So when the water's coming in, it's coming from the ocean, and it's pretty clean and clear. When it's going out, it's coming from the runoffs within the sea, and a lot of that stuff is very polluted, and it's not great. But we've taken as many precautions as we can in terms of vaccinations against certain things, and just trying to be careful as well with cuts and not getting damage, which is difficult because it happens a lot on the boat. But so far, so good, and there have been people that have been quite badly affected by it. Fortunately, so far not us, and we've got to just get through the next 2 days and not have any issues.
Wow. Well, good luck. I mean, really, we are holding thumbs for you guys and really, really, really wish for the best. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thank you very much. Thanks to yourself and also to all of the listeners and supporters out there sending us messages, and much appreciated, and certainly helps us along the way. Thank you.
Amazing. Oh, wow. Good luck to Roger and Asanati. I mean, I really, really wish them the best. Now, don't forget to catch them on Top Billing this evening at 8 p.m. on SABC3. Also on the show tonight, actually, Roxy Burger sits down with fellow Top Billing presenter and host of Top Chef, Lorna Maseko, at Joburg's Mad Giant Brewery and a new urbanology restaurant. And celebrity chefs Neil Anthony and Lesego Semenya have a cook-off. So, let's go, Rio. Very excited to look out for our sailors tonight. Now, the Revlon Love Squad are a select handful of SA's top fashion and beauty bloggers, each with their own unique style and advice about love, makeup, and pulling off that perfect love look. Today, Aisha Baker talks foundation formulas and how to create a sensual, sultry look using Revlon Color Stay Makeup Foundation.
And we're going to do a sultry makeup look with Revlon today. So I've gone in and started with my Color Stay Makeup Foundation in Toast, and we're going to start with our sultry eye look. So we're using the Moonlit palette from Revlon in color number 4, and just really coat the eyelid completely. So you want no gaps, and you just got to start at the corner and kind of dust it all the way across. And don't be shy to pick up lots of product, because we're going to dust it off in just a second. You've got to look at your eyes and ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? So for me, I kind of want to draw my eye up. So I'm going slightly above the crease. I know it looks a bit hectic at the moment, but once we blend everything in, it will look really good. So the key to this look is to get a really smooth finish. You don't want any sharp lines. You just go in and blend. But if you've made a mistake, don't worry. You can always go in with your foundation again and just fix it up. So I just like to use a clean brush and just dust off any excess product. And if I find I've spilt lots of product underneath my eye, I would go in with concealer once again. And of course we use the 2-in-1 compact from Revlon to conceal the eyes. But I haven't messed too much, so I can just use a clean brush and dust the excess product off. So now that we've got the base application, we're going to go in with Moonlit and just apply some highlight underneath the brow bone. You can also use the lighter product to blend any areas that you feel weren't blended enough. On this area we have gone slightly too high and just blended and smooth that line out, because what you want is a smoky effect, so no sharp lines. So as you can see, the eyes look a bit flat, so I'm going in with Decadent once again with color shade number 4, and I'm going to just accentuate the crease to really add that sultry effect. What I love about shade number 4, it's got kind of a berry look, so it softens your sultry look without taking away any of the fierceness that you just added. So now that I've added more depth to the look, I'm going to go in with Impressionist number 5. This is lots of sparkle, so it's kind of perfect for a date night or an evening look. So when the light catches this eyeshadow, it's going to be shiny and beautiful. So we're going to go in with Revlon Color Stay Pencil in black. And what you want to do is place your pinky finger underneath your eye and your other one on top and raise your eye. Close and then raise your eyebrow again. And just gently go in from the outside corner, doing short strokes. So when you're doing the inside corner and you want a really thin line, you just pull your eye slightly down and look outside. And just keep your eye open when you're doing this. Just lightly line the inside. So on the other end of this product, we've got a crayon. So remember, this is a smoky eye, so we want to blend everything up so it appears to be smoked onto the eye. No sharp lines. You're going to just carefully line the waterline. And you can take your crayon and just lightly smudge that area to give you that sultry, smoky look. So you're going to finish off the eye with the Revlon Ultra Volume Mascara. And I'm going to do lots and lots of coats of this because I want my eyes to really stand out. So you can go up to 8 coats. You know, it really does give you a voluminous look. So using the Impressionist palette, we're going to use color number 5 to highlight the cheekbones. And don't forget the bridge of the nose. So I'm going to go in with Naughty Nude, working towards the temple area from the apples of my cheeks. And I'm going to do a slight smile so that I can see my cheekbones and really make them pop. To finish off the look, I'm going for a bold red lip. So I'm going to go in with the Revlon Color Stay Lip Liner in red. For a double wearing effect, you can line the full lips with your lip liner before applying your lipstick. We're going to add Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. And this is one of my favorite cherry colors, and it's called Love. So there you go, you've got a sultry love look.
Oh, the incredible Aisha Baker. And of course, she really does have the look of love. She's just gotten married. She's got the most beautiful face. I can actually look at her face all day. And we actually went on a trip together to Dubai early in the year. Yeah. And really, she does her face so well.
Immaculate,
like every single day, she had a completely different look that was just amazing, that face.
Yeah, even just watching her now, you could just watch her forever. Like, I don't think I've ever enjoyed such a makeup tutorial like that. And I need to watch them over and over again because I keep forgetting what color to put where. I only know that the highlight goes here.
Well, what was amazing advice I think that she gave now, and what I really struggle with because I don't always have so much time to do makeup, is blending. Blending.
No
just
sharp
you don't
lines.
have
She keeps saying no sharp lines.
Exactly.
That's it, the sultry look. The Revlon Love Squad will be revealing their love tips and makeup tricks every Tuesday and Thursday. So don't miss the next episode for more love looks using South Africa's #1 Revlon Color Stay Makeup Foundation. Remember, you can follow the campaign online, #LoveSquadSA. Love is on. After the break, it's time for Winner Home on Afternoon Express, so stay right there.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Winner Home on Afternoon Express, where you, the viewer, can win one of 3 luxury apartments at Valdivia Estate in the Cape Winelands, worth over 3 million rand. Designed by our 3 contestants using finishes provided by Caesarstone and Plascon.
Well, the days are numbered, and in just 2 weeks' time, on the 26th of August, we will be announcing the winner of Win a Home live on Afternoon Express. Now, over the past few weeks, we've showcased the Valdivia Estate, which one lucky viewer will be calling their new home, and will have Regnetling as a neighbour. We've seen the Equestrian Centre and the family-friendly facilities, and this week, Danilo goes to check out what made the estate famous in the first place: the wine.
Le Huguenot wine cellar's been around for over 200 years. Talk us through that history and how it fits into the Valdivia estate.
Well, Danilo, the Cape Winelands is really known throughout the world, like making some of the best wines. This wine farm was established in 1783. That's when the first French Huguenot received the land. We're standing here in the old manor house. If you look at the walls over there, you can see it's very thick, and obviously back then they didn't have air conditioning. It gets very hot here in the summer, so I had to keep the place cool. The wine cellar itself was built in the 1820s. We've been making wine here on the estate since then. Also very interesting, this was originally a French Huguenot that started here. So if you drive around this area, you'll see some Dutch name farms and some French farms, and they placed the French Huguenots in between the Dutch to teach them how to make wine, because they could make cheese and farm, and this whole area really was where all the food came from. So this is where they grew the vegetables and the fruits. So everybody that came through the Cape had the fruit and vegetables that was grown in this area, and that's really what we're going back to. We're going back to the basics with the wine and with the farms on the estate to put that produce back onto the plates.
I always knew that you and I would get along just fine, both of us being wine lovers, but wine is a big part of the Val de Vie estate, and what has been your personal hand in that process?
It's always been important for me to be involved in the whole process of the winemaking. So we start with a bunch of wines, we taste them, we take the best ones, and then we start the blending. So each vintage is not the exact same percentage. We go for a certain style. We focus on the Rhone varietals here. The Rhone is an area in France that is very similar to the terroir. So my wine is a Shiraz-based blend. It's got some Grenache and some Cinsault in it. I just wanted it to be a really easy drinking wine. This is the third vintage. The first two did really well, and hopefully this one will do even better.
Well, I'd be more than willing to put that to the test. So how about we crack open a Rake Netling over lunch?
Let's go.
Cool. Rake, many people who know me know that I spend a lot of time in the Afternoon Express kitchen, and I love food so much. Talk me through what the grand vision was behind the Polo Club restaurant.
Well, this is really the hub and the heart of the estate. You can come on a Sunday and have a polo brunch, watch polo, enjoy a bit of bubbly, or a little bit more fine dining in the evening. So it really is a nice, comfortable place to come and enjoy good food and wine.
Looking to the future, what are the culinary plans for Val de Vie?
The whole theme is that we want to go back to basics, and we've got lots of farms on the estate. We're going to encourage people to farm organically, and we're looking forward to using some of those vegetables and produce here in the restaurant. We're also going to build a deli, building a whole new lifestyle center that will have a deli in there, and we're looking to have a bit of a marketplace where people can sell their the produce from the estate and from the surrounding farms. So that's what people are asking for, that's what people are moving towards. It's a new trend to live organically, and I think it's gonna work very well. We're gonna start construction with that in January. So by October, November next year, it will be all in place.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Wow, Wilhelm, this looks amazing. Tell us what we've got here.
It's a lamb shank braised for about 16 hours. I take it off the bone, I mix it with a bit of feta, rosemary, Rake Netling red wine. Put it back together, wrap it in a bit of phyllo pastry, bake it off, and then I've just served it with a crunchy herb mash and some roasted vegetables.
Wilhelm, talk me through the cuisine here at the Polo Club restaurant and what you bring to the table as the chef.
I don't specialize in one certain cuisine. I like to, what I see, I create, but even better. I love a lot of Asian cuisine, but I take Asian cuisine and I mix it with a lot of different styles to create my own little bit of flair and style.
Well, it's looking delicious, definitely one of those stunners.
Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Remember that if you're the lucky grand prize winner, you get to choose your choice of one of the 3 apartments completed by our design contestants. A few weeks ago, we revealed their beautiful kitchens, and today we're taking a closer look at Sangengalo, the company that worked with Caesar Stone to create those beautiful one-of-a-kind countertops, to see how they got made.
My name is Neville Owen. I'm the owner and the founder of Sangengalo Marble and Granite, which incorporates the processing of engineered stones. We started off as a kitchen company nearly 20 years ago now, and after a very short period of time we realized there was a need in the market for engineered stone and for marble and granite to be processed for our tops. We felt that the fabricators weren't delivering in terms of the stone industry, and we started doing it ourselves for our own kitchens initially, And very quickly we realized that there was a gap in the market for a fabrication operation, and we ceased doing kitchen joinery and we focused entirely on the stone industry. In order to produce a stunning kitchen which is enhanced by the countertops, it's important that we engage with the designers in terms of the fabrication methodology, what we can do, what we can't do, what the product can do, as well as looking at specific colors. The designers will either come to our showroom and have a look at colors, they can look online, or they can go to Caesarstone, to their warehouse to look at full slabs to make their choice in terms of color. Once that has happened, the joinery gets installed, so the kitchen carcasses get installed. We have a template team that goes out and they take templates and they duplicate what the countertops will look like, and they engage with the designer and the client as the templates are taken. It's important that we have a very strong level of accuracy. Stone can't be stretched and it's got to be accurate to the last millimeter in terms of the final installation. Sometimes the designer requires that a countertop appears to be thicker than the material is, and we then do 45-degree miter cuts on the countertop and on a leading edge to create an appearance of being 40, 50, 60 or even 100 millimeters thick as a countertop. As a product, Caesarstone is uniform in its structure, and therefore it's easy to miter cut and to create seamless joints on the upper edge. Other elements that are included in the kitchen are draining grooves or mold drainers and underslung bowls. That also gets done at the factory, and it's one of the special areas in terms of our artisans paying attention to the detail that needs to be attended to. After cutting, all of the edges of the stone need to be polished to carry the same finish to the upper surface. That would be done with hand polishers, and we like to use the hand element because a lot of the work that we do is bespoke, and it's important that we pay special attention to those curve details that might be required. Once the edge polishing has been done, we take the individual pieces through to our quality control department and we put them together to create the kitchen that is going to be installed as a final product on site. Almost every aspect of our cutting and polishing in the factory requires a lot of water. It keeps the stone cool while we're cutting, and it keeps it cool while we're polishing. And if we don't use water, the stone will burn, it will warp, it will chip, and therefore it's a vital element. And we've gone to the trouble of specifically designing a factory that caters for that. We're environmentally conscious. The water runs off on a sloped floor into a trough, then gets pumped up into 2 large water tanks, and we recycle our water to ensure that we save water. There's always a tension between trying to go as high-tech as possible, where you use almost robotics for the manufacturing of your end product, and while we strive to use the best technology to provide the best product on installation, it is absolutely vital that we have the human element. For our tailor-made products, it's not possible for a machine to create a curved piece of stone. So there's very much a human element in terms of the experience that our staff carry, in terms of the work that they do. This would be a detailed shaping of edges, it would be creating curved leading edges and other aspects to what we do. Current trends in terms of countertop option include whites and light greys and stone that appears to be a marbled effect, but has the durability and the benefit of Caesarstone as a product.
Votes for your favourite design contestant's apartment close on the 19th of August. So visit privateproperty.co.za right now and cast your vote. You don't want to miss out on seriously one of the biggest prizes on South African TV.
Vote now and you could win a home. One lucky viewer can win one of 3 completed apartments at the Valdevie Estate, valued at over 3 million rand, by voting for your favorite design contestant's apartment on privateproperty.co.za. Win a Home is proudly brought to you by Private Property in association with Nedbank.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Now, Tropica Island of Treasure is back. Are you ready to join South Africa's hottest celebrities in the Seychelles and become a TV star? Host Minnie Dlamini and Games Master Jonathan Boyton Lee want you to be part of one of the 7 smooth teams led by 7 celebrities to compete for a prize of 1 million rand. Who will you choose? MT, Jessica Nkosi, Anga Makubalo, Caroline van Jaarsveld, Maurice Page, Zakia Patel, or Sivungezi. All you have to do is purchase a Tropica and follow the instructions on pack. Visit tropica.co.za for more details and follow the conversation online using the hashtag TIOT7. Yep, that's it. So,
yeah,
we're about to get started on that creamy corn shinding.
Shinding? Let's get cracking. So what I've done is I've taken some corn and I've used some frozen corn, because if you can't get your hands on like corn on the cob, millies, go for the frozen corn. It's totally fine.
Which is really tough to get a hold of.
I'm just saying, you never know. I mean, if you're racing out there tonight and they don't have any, what you gonna do?
I hear you. What you gonna do?
What
you gonna do?
Exactly.
Right,
frozen.
right.
Frozen. So you pop it into the oven with a little bit of olive oil and let it roast at 180 for about, I'd say 15 minutes, but let it get nice and charred. You want to develop that like corny flavor, like you want to smell popcorn and then you know it's done.
Right,
okay?
right.
You can totally do this on the stove as well if you want. But I like the oven. It dries it out slightly because of that extra charry flavor. Can you pop that on the side for me?
Absolutely.
So normally we add sour cream to nachos, you know, just like to top it all off.
As a dip or...
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to use the cream cheese instead of sour cream because it's got that tang in there.
Oh.
And I'm going to pop it into the corn like so, just using my knife there. And I've got a lime. Can you pass me that lime?
Absolutely.
So I don't even know this tip. If you want to get some extra juice out of the lime, you've got to roll it first.
Oh.
Yeah, it like breaks up the salts inside.
The lime is usually so intense. I'm not usually trying to get some extra juice out of it.
What? Do you know how
Lime
expensive
is
limes are?
hardcore.
You got to get every drop out of it, okay?
I'm like, oh, that's enough lime, thank you.
No, I love it. And as well, in this dish as well, it works so well.
You love lime. I know you love lime.
I do love lime. I love lime.
But it does complement all the dishes you choose it to put
Absolutely.
in. Yeah.
So that's going to go in a blender.
Okay.
You split that all up. And that's going to start mixing and that's going to make our puree. So you give it a bit of a... Get it in there. Make sure it gets every bit of it.
Okay.
And then depending how chunky you want it, you can let it go really long or nice and fine. And I'll say that's about good.
You say that's good.
What I like doing is I put it in piping bags.
Okay.
And you actually put it on the table when you serve it. So everybody can like go crazy depending who wants what and how much you want.
Rustic feel to everything.
Cool. So that's done. And we just put this to this side. Just like that. So the next one I'm going to do
I just want to pipe this into my mouth.
And you can. The next one we do is a avo and blue cheese mousse. Now it sounds very complicated being a mousse. All it is just processed avo and blue cheese together.
Okay.
In a blender, that's all it is. So if you can pass me a spoon, I had a spoon. I'll use that.
This one.
And that just goes straight into your blender.
Okay.
I see Jeannie's here, she's keeping an eye on me. So in there, you got some blue cheese for me?
Yeah.
Now when it comes to blue cheese, my rule is the stinkier the better.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
The more the merrier. I love blue cheese.
I love blue cheese.
Can't
I think
get enough
people don't have enough blue cheese.
Yeah.
I think they're scared of the funk. You should never be scared of the funk. So that goes in there. And again, another squeeze of lime. So while I do this, can you squeeze the lime in there for me?
Absolutely. Get that extra juice out of there.
What the lime does, besides adding that little bit of that tang in there, it actually stops our avos from going brown.
From going brown,
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Perfect.
I like that. That looks good.
Okay.
And then all I'll do is pop it back on the little chopper. Again, if you don't have one of these, just mash it. Go crazy.
Okay.
And the finer you go, the more mousse-like it actually turns out. So it becomes like really
and more
gooey.
fluffy.
Yeah, it is. It's about that fluffiness.
Yeah.
So that's good. And again, I'll put that in a piping bag.
Yeah, which you have done already.
So what I want to do is I just want to chop up some coriander. And then because we've got so much happening, we're going to walk over to the side and we're going to finish this dish up.
Yeah.
So let me just give this a rough chop and we're going to bring that with. And then I also want to cut the tips off of the bag so we can actually use them. Just like that. That's yours.
Okay.
There we go.
That's definitely mine.
And that's
take
mine.
our meat through?
Yeah, totally. Just take a walk through. I'll bring the chips.
Dinner is served.
Okay, like you know that you've literally just made my year. This is my jam.
Are you a nacho fan?
Oh my goodness, so much.
So what I think you should grab a bag. Jeannie, you grab a bag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some of the chips down.
I'm so excited.
And you can start
So
going
I
crazy.
just squeeze this into my mouth and then I just add everything else, right?
I don't understand. What are we doing? Just decorate.
You go crazy.
Is this the blue cheese stuff?
That's it. Ooh, got it.
I'm not scared
Jeannie,
of the
you've
funk.
got the roasted corn puree.
Oh.
Bonnie, you've got the blue cheese mousse.
Yeah.
Go crazy. You guys are looking so awesome.
Oh, this is so cool.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep
that.
on adding some meat and not get hit by Bonnie's blue cheese mousse. And then I'm going to top it with some coriander and some radishes.
And I'm
then we're
finishing the
done.
bag.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. And in the loft, Vusi Mahlasela performs for us and a great interview.
Cheers. Happy eating. Bye. Now give me some nachos.
Coming up tomorrow on Afternoon Express, legendary folk guitarist and singer Vusi Mahlasela joins us for an afternoon of memories and beautiful music.
The hottest address on TV is Winner Home on Afternoon Express. Proudly brought to you by Private Property in association with Nedbank.
Another feel-good production.
My name is Joseph Adewumi. This is Amarachi Restaurant in Brooklyn, New York. My mother's name actually is Amarachi. Amarachi means God's grace in the Igbo language. We're in the downtown section of Brooklyn, so we have a very wide corporate community. The fire department, police department, a lot of city agencies are here, and also some businesses, Chase Bank, some schools. You may find a Caucasian, an Asian, and an African at one table having Caribbean food. So it's just a melting pot. We have our burgers, we have our chicken fingers, we have our lobster linguine, and then in Nigeria, some of our more popular dishes like jollof rice, suya, egusi. You know, these are like staples. These are things people are very, very familiar with. Peas and rice, oxtail, curry chicken. So we really try to touch a little bit of everyone.